Hello, welcome all, welcome to Expand. Tonight it's back to Weird Trip and Yume took it, and it's gonna be even weirder with the fact that Yume Tuki wiki seems to be down, so I can't use my usual maps. But that's no problem. I can just go wherever my intuition takes me, and also as a backup, I looked at the YouTube video that has a guide to a nice place that I haven't been to yet. So if I can't find anything interesting on my own, I'm gonna use that. Fandom wiki, no chance in hell. Okay, let's start the game. Here's the wonderful wallpaper I chose last time. I think we are gonna have some good use for the chainsaw this time. Okay, now I can even control the game. Here's all my bros. But let's see where the dream takes me. I already checked that, because this is a new version, once again, like always. Oh, Ghost, nice. There's already a new Nexus world, or once again. Maybe I'll start checking that out. Okay, good programming on the TV. Ice in the ice caverns. If I go the road that I looked at on the YouTube video, that involves some ice caverns, I think. There's a... It feels like there's more like these unattainable effects every time I come here. I still don't know what these are fully. But this offering box are... Is it here? What the hell? I don't think this is actually a world. I guess I was wrong. It's a symbol, but there's nothing in it. What is going on with these? Is Nexus broken? Is this because of the wiki? The bugs are leaking here into my dreams. Okay, I guess we don't have a new world to explore, so I'm just gonna go the route I planned a bit before. Which starts here this time. No red lights. The first few steps are gonna be something I did on my very first Yume Tuki stream, I think. I've been rewatching the VOD, so I actually have like a couple more memories what I did back then. But I should have done it a long time ago. There's a lot I've forgotten. I think one side effect of the wiki being down is that I can't use the navigator. So I wonder if the places I go are even logged this time. Which is not too big of a problem. What I'm trying to now is finding, well, this. I'm trying to find this. Here we are. Here's the dark rooms. To me, like, this is almost a Nexus level, like a base sort of part of the game. With all the dark theaters and whoever this is, who takes me to the snow organ. Here's another one of the attendants that shows you the organ. And I learned in the video that I watched that using the chainsaw is not the only way to take care of this. Does it route S9? What do you mean S9? Oh, so far. Okay, I was wondering. I think this is like a classic road all the way through. I just haven't been here myself. You can also become a boy and she moves. I don't know what is the implication of this. Are only men welcome? Is this a sexist place? And piano, of course, takes us to the bottom of the sea, as usual. Now I'm quite not sure which way to go. I think not this way. I sometimes use thinking being underwater as a way to relax. But I don't think I've ever had a dream where I'm underwater. And here... I should look for a somewhat elusive exit. It's somewhere around here. I'm not sure exactly where. But it takes it to the other side of the trench that exists here in the Atlantis. And adding to the classicness is this very classic music track. Just went in it? Oh, but here's somebody who has I wouldn't like to presume an extra hole, but a very prominent hole. You slip behind the plant. Yeah, but I couldn't find anything else to go there. Or like how this route continues. But it is about going behind plants. Oh, it was this. Or... Here we go, this is very hard to find. And here's at the trench that I think this stumped me the first time I played the game. Long time ago. It's not the route, but let's enjoy the bench for a bit. And look to the depths. And imagine all the creatures that live there. Oh, and that makes the bus come! Okay, I'm distracted. Let's quit the route I was on and take the bus. I don't know where this goes. ADHD. I think this is the good way to play the game. Driver seems a little sleepy. And the bus on the whole seems kind of run down. I think it's fine. Is it gonna be one of these where you need to fall asleep? For it to go anywhere? What is strange is that there's like another room here. I don't think that's how buses usually are built. What if I just kill the driver and take this as my vehicle? If this was minus itchy, the like ghost people would start appearing in the benches. It was such a cool idea, minus itchy, how you're on a bus or a train, I don't remember, but it was really effective. I'm gonna just wait a bit more and see if this goes anywhere. Still underwater, still breathing, bubbles coming out. I can't use the wiki, as I said. Any ideas what to do here? This has to go somewhere, right? Maybe... I don't want to go to the chainsaw yet. Let's see what this... if this makes it go. No, that was kind of far-fetched. Okay, let's try chainsaw. That's my option B. Waiting longer at back. Like screen darkened? Oh, maybe I was hasty. I'm gonna wait here with my chainsaw. But this scene in itself is pretty nice, like on the rundown bus underwater with this somber music. Maybe the somber, it's just like... There's like a very neutral emotion in this. Like you're waiting for something, which I am. Waiting for something to happen. Okay, now it's time to kill the bus driver with the chainsaw. Oh, it doesn't work! He's immune! Oh, I should have expected this from a public worker. They are used to getting threatened with a chainsaw every day. Is there even a way out? Maybe if I turn mini, I can enter this hole in the bench. This is a dream after all, so any logic is valid logic. Is child only? Is there more mini than child? Maybe I'm thinking of some other game. Maybe children ride free? Oh yeah, fair. Fair might be better. I'm gonna use the graphical UI. No, you can't enter the hole. And yeah, I don't think you're gonna leave either. Which tells to me that there is something you can do. Usually when a game makes you stuck in a place, it means that... Random time? Yeah, why not? Yume, Tukki, Atlantis, bus. Yeah, fandom does have an article of this. And it's instantly filling with pop-ups in all corners of the screen. God damn it. Bus. Okay. Each time Uratsuki sits down on the bench, there's a chance that the small bus will pull up midway. So I was lucky to see this bus. Don't use uBlock? I do, and they are not ads. They are like, we want to hear from you. Sign in by using Google. More from fandom. Like, they are part of the site. I have blocked the ads, but still, there's still like stuff coming up. Inside the bus, all seats are empty, save for a dark driver silhouette. Yeah, after entering the bus, it will start moving. Did it ever start moving? Yeah, there is an exit now. Oh, okay. I guess I just didn't realize the bus was moving. It was very smooth. But here we are. In the... you know, end stop with Hig. My device is here. This is like a more beautiful version of Atlantis. Just swarms of small fish. And this sort of like maybe waves going on as an overlay. Because I don't think there's fog underwater. But there are those places that have like water under the water, like two different consistencies of water. So anything is possible. And I think in some culture, is it like ancient Greek, that thought that like dead sleep, like under a lake. Oh, I think that's actually maybe Finnish thought. How did I think about it? Like there's a lake under a lake, and it's deep enough for the dead to reside in. I think it's kind of a beautiful image. Hey, it's a little bit hard to navigate. But I think I'm going somewhere. I get thinking after the last stream, after I complained that the lava route that we took was a little bit too slow, that in the end I was really just going against the meditative nature of the game. Like if something takes some time, it's okay, it's part of the experience. just a skill check for me to think of something to talk while that's happening, I guess. Am I in a different region now of the botanical garden that this place is called? This doesn't look at all like a botanical garden for me. No, I'm back at the start. So I didn't make any progress. Hey, nobody got time for that? Yeah, that is what my mind keeps screaming. Okay, I think I was at the right path. And then I just gave up. Let's give it another go. In a way, it's a good feeling that I know I can't rely on the wiki, and the fandom wiki is pushing me away lightly. So that I can instantly look at the map if I can't find the way right away. This looks blocked. Hello, Kapisama. Yeah, it is more Tukki. It would have been more Tukki earlier if I didn't get sick. But I tried to play this game pretty consistently now and not like 2 times a year. Because there's a lot to see, to put it mildly. Oh, hey, I think I found the way. Here is an enterable bush under the ocean. Okay. We got this here. Yume 2 times a year? Yeah, I wanted to break that cycle. Yes, vibing moon octopus. So this is the secret undersea bar party. Music is very, very avant-garde. Sounds like switching channels on an old TV. Here's 8. Where is 6, 7? We found that last time. This does not interact with me. I'm gonna try my #1 tool, the chainsaw. Oh, there's no more 8. I don't think I achieved anything by doing that. This might be the only route that's going on here. It's like intestines or like the digestive tract taking you to the stomach. That is what I see from the shape. Like a little bit more artistic interpretation of it, a little bit. My path to the octopus is cut. This is quite frustrating. I'm gonna see if the wiki works already. No, it doesn't. Just a second. Yume Tukki RBG passage B. Let's see here. Narrow breadth that leads to a creature resembles number 8, and an area that serves as a connection between Downfall Garden and a hole in a poster. In the right side of the section... Okay, I think this actually does not lead anywhere. Because it says... The hole opens only when both NPCs are asleep in the highway house, and I don't know what the highway house is. So I'm just gonna turn back and Try to forget these eyes staring into my soul. The downside is that I think this path kinda ends here. I'm gonna make a quick check of that. Just a second, please. Oh, Yume Wiki works! For a moment, now it doesn't anymore. I managed to open one page, but now it's gone again. Here's a map of the area. Okay, there's something else I can find here. Let's try that instead of going into that neon labyrinth there. Like, there's a way to go to the bottom left by navigating through the banks. On ulti? Yeah, kind of. Hello, radio pad. Welcome. I think that octopus was nice in an ulti. That reminds me like what I've been talking about every now and then, like what Final Fantasy should I play? And I'm pretty sure it's 8 at this point. Assuming ulti is Ultros from Final 6. Pretty sure it is. Okay, this doesn't look like a path to me. 6? I played through 6 several times. But it's one day will be the time when I'll return to 6 once more. One of those timeless games. Okay, I went like one step deeper into the undersea plants. Imagine if this game had like random battles. Doing something like this would be excruciating. 9's still incredible. I think 9 I have replayed maybe most out of all Final Fantasies. Because it has like a 2-player option. So I played it with like several different friends. With us like sharing the characters. But still the Satan run I talked about when I was playing Pokemon Clover was my latest one. And it's been many years since that. Yes, the another passageway here. A different part of the botanical garden. I still think it's a bad name for this place. I wonder if anybody grows like sea plants for a garden. That has to exist as a concept. Okay, the path seems kinda clear here. By the way, if anybody watching from YouTube, like Radiopa for example, is wondering what Akubot is, I also stream on the service called Twitch at the same time as YouTube. And people who send chat messages on Twitch, like those messages are carried by Akubot to the YouTube site. Vortex needs blood again. I thought I was going somewhere. Oh, maybe I see a path below here. Here? Hmm. This place continues to be extremely hard to navigate. And map time. This map looks horrible. Okay, I'm gonna try to first find like where I am on the map. Oh, the bench is very good. I'm completely off the path I should be on. Good to know. I usually don't take naps. But today I took one because I slept kind of badly last night. And well, I have a very high chance of sleep paralysis when I take a nap. And yeah, it happened once again. This time I remember the dream I was having before the sleep paralysis. Which was, I was talking with my sense of time. Which I think, I didn't look at it, but I think it was like, it was some kind of blob. Kind of like Block for SNES, but more orange. And I talk with it that, like, what am I doing sleeping at this time? Like, I should be doing something more productive. And I complained to it that I can't even sleep, like, I'm just wasting time lying here. And then it said to me, you know, the personalization of my sense of time, that, well, you can try to fall asleep the classic way, or you can look at the face on the wall. And in the dream I was like under the sheets on the bed. And I said, I don't want to look at the face on the wall. Then it said, like, if you want to stop wasting time, just look on the face on the wall. And I wonder if the face on the wall was inspired by, you know, the museum face from this game. Because I was aware I'm gonna stream Yume tonight. And then I woke up. And I felt some kind of beast, like, going all around my bed and growling. Even though I thought I was already woken up, but that was the sleep paralysis part. That sort of like a demonic growling priest is very common in experience like that. And I think it's me hearing my own snoring throughout my sleep. I think that is the demonic voice, just filtered in an interesting way. Few more game setup. Well, there is the game, the point and click game that has the action parts that I played a demo of a long time ago. When you fight the clock, for example. I think that has a bit of the same feel, that you are lost in a weird dream. Maybe this game has some of it too. Anyway, I made my way finally here to the right side of this area. I'm gonna take a breather, if Uratsuki can even breathe here. I think she can. Okay, now we are going somewhere else. Feel very relaxing. Hey, where does the white door lead to? Okay, this is not as relaxing anymore. What do you want from me? I'm not sure what to do here. Would you like my eyeball bomb? I'm not gonna use this. I think we are just like similar in look. No idea. Amy Wiki. No, still no. Do you have a good idea for effect to use here? Okay, this is apparently like a separate area of this, like that you enter through the botanical garden. Like you can enter this world through other means, but you can't enter this part of it. That's the crossroads, the bath. This area alternatively accessed. Oh. There's something a penguin and spacesuit, being able to cross the gap. I don't see like... I think this looks like completely self-contained area. I'm taking a quick look at the map. Can't even see this part on the map. What curse place did I enter? Yeah, I think the fandom wiki is outdated and this does not work the same way anymore. I'm gonna try just a couple of effects here. Maybe tissue? Oh yeah, with tissue you can leave like markers on the ground. I forgot always that you can use it that way. No effects from my effects. Something noise is a good idea. Let's try crossing. No. Bunny? Different bunny. 4. Maybe 5, actually. I thought the boy effect for a moment is pulling your pants down, but no, it's not. Well, there was a mention of the spacesuit, so I'm gonna try that too. But yeah, this seems completely walled off. I don't think there is anything to do here. So maybe I can consider this as the end of the road. And considering this doesn't even show up on the map in the fandom wiki, I think that article is too old to cover this and this has been changed. So maybe this is meant to be the end of the dream. Or whatever meaning this might hold. Boost to you too. Ring. I've gone through pretty much all of them now. There's so many though. It's cool. I did not remember this even being in the game. That's where you can cry into the pool. Come on! Good song. Okay, I'm now done here. Let's go somewhere else. Maybe this time I can take my original path as planning. That was mildly interesting, but not optimal. I can definitely find something better. Last time, like, I said it many times then, but I still think the temple that I found was a really nice random find. But this world that I'm trying to make my way now to is apparently some kind of like classic world. So, it's hopefully a good one. And the route is quite long. So there's more good chances to distract myself on the way. The first problem is always, like, I still don't have a surefire way to find the dark room. I don't have a good grasp, like, where is it? And I always still find it eventually. That's also how I drive, if nobody's guiding me. That I just take random turns and hope for the best, and then I usually find where I'm going. I'm a little bit of a hurry, so I'm very sorry to do this. Just a hat is left. Hey, I should know now what to do here. And instead of the bus, I'm gonna do something, well, different. Here, right? Yes. This is pretty obscure, but there's supposed to be bubbles coming from here. And then you turn into penguin. I hope this works even without the bubbles. Could it be because I killed the attendant? Like this route is also kill? No. I think you see the bubbles only as a penguin. But what it does, it allows you to drive into the trench. And here, I need to swim a long way as the penguin. Oh, I seen one of these creatures. It was bleeding, that one. This one looks more dead. Hello, cat hand. Gen 3 vibes? Yeah, Gen 3 is very, Gen 3, I mean. Water heavy, to a famous degree. I think Pokemon Clover is also gonna have like a island spot to it. Yeah, Ebin Islands, right? Great name. Yeah, this is going far from the sunlight. Oh, but the great effect that you get like darkness first, but then the plants start glowing, and it's like more lit once again. And now the drum enters the music. Okay, this is already nice. Yeah, I feel when it comes to Pokemon, I was very disappointed in Gen 4 myself. I felt that like a lot of the ambition that like Gen 2 and 3 kept adding into the games was kind of lost in Gen 4. It felt like very safe and stale. I've already started feeling that common way to describe Pokemon even back then. But then I like Gen 5 quite a lot again. And then I hated Gen 6, and then I didn't buy the games anymore. Even both count? Yeah, I don't think that's a very rare assessment of the games. Feel you? Oh, well, I'm getting a lot of agreement on this. Hey, here's supposed to be some kind of entrance. What I remember from Gen 4, most of all, is that there were some, like, wind power plants. That's it. Gen 5 also has Black and White 2, which are also good games. And I really liked in Gen 5 that it had like a completely new Pokemon near the start, instead of repeated old ones. But that's a feature some people really dislike about the game. But it's exactly what I love about Pokemon Clover, is discovering the new mons. I'm talking a lot about Pokemon Clover here, but don't know if it's something I can recommend to everybody, because it has a very abrasive style in many senses. Here's the thing. And the plants get even brighter. And you know what next? That, like, why couldn't that just be the entrance? Because the next step is that I need to go to the other side of the Star Ocean, which is called, which is a video game series too. Other side of the Star Ocean and find a new entrance there. I think this is from when the game was a little bit smaller than it is nowadays. So that might be more of a reason to hide a place. If I was directing this project, and I don't know if anybody's directing this, maybe that would be against the spirit of the project, have a director, that I would focus more on like connecting areas together in new ways, instead of adding some new hard to find area. And in this game scale, this is not even that hard to find. What is this? A little bit of a crack with ice looking from there, but it still feels friendly. But yeah, what I opened up with that crystal is this entrance here. And after this point, I did not watch the video anymore, because I want to discover this place myself. So now Urotsuki comes out from the sea into this blob that seems to have a crying eye on top of it. Once again, an in-between area. I always appreciate when there are these, like, there should be a point of transition between the different dreams. Getting more yellow compared to the very, like, teal cyan previous area. I've seen pictures from Persona 4 remake, and I think I complained about it before, but one more complaint that I found from the pictures is that it is much less of a piss filter than original Persona 4. Like, when you play Persona 3 original, it's a very blue game, and when you play 4, the original, it's a very yellow game, and I think those are important parts of the game that add to their feel. Did I buy like a whole bottle of champagne from under the sea here? No, I'm not under the sea anymore. It just looks a bit like this. With the foliage here. Maybe it was a bottle of piss. Music getting louder while I climb the ladder. And this is what is on top of the sea. Oh, you can see like the skyline here. I like the sort of conflicted aesthetic of this being like sort of a dirty, dingy area. But the music still making this in, like, this is a beautiful in its own way. Or maybe it's just sad that this factory is right here at the top of the ocean. It is one of the many cities you can find in strange places. This looks like the city has been abandoned for so long that the rust is growing into like metal-based plants. Yeah, there's still some machinery working. Oh, and some robots moving around. Guess these are closest to what is left of the humanity. You good? I think an interesting idea that robots from the far future are not necessarily something like very shiny and advanced, but like they are essentially trash that just keeps itself alive. There's well, he has rings on both ends. Some of them even inside the building. It doesn't feel like there's many like alternative paths here. I will just keep going. Knock knock. Nobody's here, as expected. Persona 6 is also coming, and it's, as many people assumed, it's green. And I really hope it's like very green, that game. This game has the same, this area has the same sort of like film bar that goes like a scan line. Not a scan line really, I don't know what to call this. Like on top of the screen. So I think these areas that I've been playing recently are all from the same author. And how this game works is that anybody can make areas for this. But there's often connected areas that are made by the same person. And I feel like areas like this, or areas like that I should say, often tell like some kind of hard to interpret story. And these things usually tell that there's something unfinished. Yeah, like this sewer area. Anybody who plays this game learns to fear the cones. The area I got stuck on the previous trip, where I found the eyeball creature in the bloodbath. That didn't have any cones, so I don't think it was a dead end because it was unfinished. It was dead end because that's where the dream ended. Which can be done in much more dramatic ways. Like there are dreams where Uratsuki falls off the bed. Or at least wakes up. Sometimes in front of the TV, being possessed by something. I think this tells that this is another tell that this is by the same author who made the undersea areas, because this is once again a labyrinth. This is nowhere near as difficult so far as the planned labyrinth was, because these graphics are much simpler. The point of ingress. Yeah. Here's more of the rust plant. This is also like a really inspired idea. This guy looks a little bit more advanced than the others, but still as broken. Maybe trying to charge himself. Forever and forever. I say this every time, but I don't understand how these authors can make like 3 seconds of music stay pleasant for a long time. It's maybe more like 4 seconds? I don't know. Oh, music's... I would like to know what's there. It's important because music stops very rarely. You can break these. But no, not this time. There's just an area missing here. Yeah, I know this continues somewhere, but hopefully I don't need to backtrack very much to find that. I feel it's a map time now. Yume Tukiwiki? Hello? No response. Like, usually this is easier, because there's a really good wiki that's integrated into YNO, where you can see maps and stuff very quickly. But now it's a little bit slower, because the wiki is down. And I generally hate using the wiki, because it's kind of stopped the stream. It definitely stops the stream. And it's annoying to make it even slower. I'm sorry. Okay, this whole area that I went through the can maze, it's a dead end. There's nothing here. Just a second, I'm gonna check what is the next stop on this trip. Next stop is Strange Plants World. And I now know where that is. Not gonna take me too long. Yeah, that's alternative to the wiki would be grind. You're right, and that would take even more time. I think what I feel like the most wrong thing here is that there's like nothing happening on the screen for you, and that's not how I would like the stream to be. Okay, let's re-navigate this, because this was a dead end after all. I guess I would prefer the dead ends to be presented like they are in like published games. Where the area is hidden like more. Like, it doesn't look like something you can enter. Maybe like looking at the map you can see there's something, like an entrance somewhere. But it's not something that I think the player should be led to. Which this maze is something that seems to lead to something, and then it doesn't. I say something too much. But then there's things like in Dragon's Dogma 2, that is another unfinished Dragon's Dogma game, where many players notice that there's underground areas where behind rocks, I think, there are like big gates if you look at them from a certain angle. And now there's an upcoming update where those gates are gonna have some like content behind them. Took a long time. Yeah, if you're falling asleep, I think that's a good sign that maybe going to sleep might be a good idea. I'm sorry, I do blame my boring stream too. But at least soon, I should be in a new area. Here we go. This is it. This is even deeper towards the ultimate goal, which I think is kind of like heaven where I'm going. What is this? That's strange. You can even look here. Oh, you get 3 hours of sleep plus a long day. Okay, maybe that explains it. But yeah, even despite my complaints about some weirdness, I did manage to refresh myself with the nap. Pretty thoroughly. And some double caffeine energy drink, but I think the nap was more important. Hey, there's an arrow here showing. Oh, you can jump with the bike. That's kind of rare. That's not usually how the bike works, that you can jump with it like that. The bike jump puzzles from Pokemon Gen 3 is something I remember kind of fondly. Like, those were really interesting. But I remember them being kind of annoying too. So I don't know what I would think if I replayed the game. This is the actual world. More weird plants. And it is indeed called the Strange Plants world. I'm not exactly sure what to do here. I'm gonna look around a bit before I consult any guides. Yeah, the bike types were an annoying part of it. I think that was kind of over-designed. And I think in the remake that has problems of its own of Gen 3, the bike stuff is made more convenient. Which sometimes ruins the, like, a challenge. Just convenience, not even necessarily making it easier. Because inconvenience makes you waste time, and that makes you more connected to something. There's a fine balance to it. Or maybe if you can say it wastes your time, then it's already like on the bad side of that balance. But I'm trying to say that it's not the bad thing that the game demands your attention and effort and time. This game is one that definitely demands all of those, especially if you're not using a wiki. I'm gonna look more around the middle. It's a much more open-ended world. And the others so far. I'm kinda led that one. Oh, now I found something. It's a puddle. In the middle of nowhere. Oh, a shiny hunter likes the pike puzzles. I guess what you mean is that shiny hunting requires so much time that the pike puzzles are nothing compared to it. What is this? I don't know. There's very mysterious objects here. Fairy? It looks too small for a fairy. But let's try it. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think this is just something. Maybe they also tried to create the object they saw in their dreams here. I think one dream world that I would like to create. I mentioned the windmills in Pokemon Gen 4, but there's windmills you can see from my parents' house, and at night they have like red lights that look like at the same time nice and a little bit ominous, like above the fields, like it's a country house. I think my Yume world, like one idea would be creating like that country open field feeling that turns into night when you do something. And it could have the face in the wall from my dream too. Because I didn't see it in my dream, I would have to recreate it. Oh, here's something that looks important. Is this the way I entered here? Map time. So this is called... What is this called? Strange Plants World. Base that inspires a new Tuki map. I think we need more like strange phases. I think those are a strong element. Okay, this world is absolutely huge. I couldn't even think it would be this size. And there's even like the text hidden outside of the map that you can only see when you extract it. Okay, the next stop on the route is Icy Plateau. Icy Plateau. I don't see that, but I now know one place to go. I am on YNO, but the wiki is offline, which is a little bit of a shame. But if you would like to show me around, that would be great. Like if you know where I might be going. Have you friend number shows you online? I am online. Oh, I haven't logged in. That's the problem. Okay, I am now logged in. I need to adjust the window a little bit. That is really cool. Yeah, hopefully they can fix the wiki. I wonder what went wrong with it. Alright, game looks nice again. And now there's a navigator! The reason I couldn't see the navigator was because I wasn't logged in, not because the wiki was broken. Despair Road. No, Despair Road is not exactly where I'm going. I'm going to heaven. This is also not what I was planning to explore. Underground laboratory. Yeah, we are all, in our own ways, trying to escape the Despair Road and find heaven. That is not the Icy Pass. Location tracking thing, click compass. Yeah, that shows the daily and weekly activities. And I also have the Explorer thing on. Now that I logged in finally. Okay, this is apparently an entrance somewhere. I don't know how to access it though. Yeah, that seems impossible. Up a bit? Oh. More up? Because I have checked this wall. I didn't see any ways to enter. Down? Oh, you see something I don't. Right now. No, the poles look like they have a hole, but they don't. In Claude Plays Pokemon, that thing tried to go between the poles in the graphics so many times. I'm trying to ultimately find a Celestial Garden. And from here, I should find the underground passage, but I don't know how to enter the underground passage. Like, underground passage should be my next stop. And I think it's right here. It's just that I don't know how to get here. Wait, maybe here? I looked at a map that there is an exit here, but I'm not sure what to use to hop up. No secret entrance there. Be cool. Okay, let's try spring. That does it. Progress. Wait, the bike does not work now? That's bullshit. It worked just a moment ago. You're not a locations window. No. Okay, there we go. Landscape icon. I need to move the page to get to that. And that would require me to... I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, yes. This is the location page. And this, I guess if I... let's say Sugarholic. You can just... I'm gonna try this just quickly. If I look for like Celestial Garden. Track location. Oh, now it's tracked. What does that mean though? I'm not sure how much you saw of that. I'm also gonna fix the gameplay window again so it shows properly. Actually, I think a better way to fix it would be like this. It tells you the next destination you can pass through to reach the end destination. Oh, I know that already because I have a YouTube video that guides me there. And line the top. Oh shit. Don't accept those. Window. Not that window. Not that window. I'm having trouble. Did a couple scenes for this. That would be a very good idea, actually. Like, there should be one scene where I can always return to this, like, default. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'm gonna do that for next time. Now we got water. Do I swim? No, you can also fly over it. This part is kind of weird. You got any tips for this? I like the sound of silence that is this background music. If you want to know the quirk, don't tell me yet. Let's see what I can find by myself. Or did I just leave the area? What? What's going on here? Prop is worse now. Oh, it is indeed. Now it's a bit more sensible. And there's a line at the bottom. Line on the right. Okay, I'm not gonna touch the window anymore because this is precious. This I feel like something weird just happened when I entered here, but I'm gonna still keep going. Undo source edit. Yeah, I actually I should have just done that. I don't know. I guess my my brain is not working with full capacity now. What's the dent? There is a sense that there is something weird going on with the navigation. Probably because Kabi-sama said that there is things like that. That'd be the biggest factor. Okay, there's a hole. Which you can't go over as a fairy. This is so like, you can't know what to expect here. I think this one is just something you can't go over. Arbitrary. Little bit. God damn it, what did I do? That's gone now. Am I fucked? Like, was that the end of my chance to cross that? Not really, okay. Maybe I just need to, like, enter somewhere. One way thing from the other side. Okay, then it's not so serious. I saw the warp. Something went on. But there's still a new place. Oh, it would have been here, right? No, okay. Okay. I guess we are not going here. So because it was a warp... I do know Dream Park, but I don't remember it that well. I'm still finding new places, so I don't feel stuck at the moment. Very small gap. This looks interesting. What is this? This looks like something you can open up. Like, is Dream Park the amusement park? Because that has some weird, like, timed things and things where you need to enter certain sections. Oh, it's not that. Okay, then I maybe don't know Dream Park after all. And I've never really tried using the keyboard level. So there's something like a puzzle type of thing I haven't really given a chance. Okay, I now feel like I've been kinda all over. There's only the ladder when I come back. That's a way I haven't tried yet. It's useful for getting quickly around quickly. It seems like something that you can use if you, like, know what you're doing. Oh, okay, all my ways are blocked. Now I think would be the time, if you have any hints, I could, I would be open to receive then. There's the warp again. And now I'm in a different part than before, right? Oh, is this the same one I warped to last time? This is definitely confusing. Or is that really it? Did I solve it just now? Nope. Unless you can fly here. No. Every time you see that flicker... Yeah, it is about very multiplayer. It causes the flicker. You are entering one of 3 possible exits. Oh, so it's random. So I gotta fish for the right type of exit. Okay, I was expecting it to be like... a set rotation it goes through. In 3 exits to the north and 3 to the south. Is the one I'm looking for, if I want to go to Icy Plateau, is it north or south? Going north or south? Would this one be the right one? I don't know why I expect you to know that offhand. I just treat you as the guru, which is maybe not the right thing to do, always. A location tracking says that the next world is extraterrestrial cliffside or icy plateau, like both work. There's a bad feeling in this room. I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna check my video that I have here that inspired me to go here in the first place. Like, what does it say about the route? Just a second. Oh, this is bullshit. This is I would have never found this. It doesn't even have to do with the warps. Yeah, okay. I'll get there eventually, now that I know. And you'll see soon too why I call bullshit here. I need the part where I can fly over a big patch of water as a ferry. And I might have been very close to it before. Across. I tried a couple of effects here and I couldn't jump across. I'm gonna try to find the one that's in the guide. Just... I passed it, that is very possible. But I think this might be the border that is shown in the guide. Looks pretty much correct. And in the bottom right of it, yeah, this is it. There's just the invisible tile you go through. Alright. We found the face on the wall. I think it might have looked like this. This is yeah. I accept this as the official look. What is this? H.R. Geiger entrance? Eager. And here's the Icy Plateau, a very obscure world, because that's the way you enter it. Much less obscure route. I don't mind take the obscure route, even though that invisible wall was a bit unfair. Could be that this is like a newer way to enter it. But there were a lot of like paths blocked by cones. And then there's this completely invisible path here. And that was not blocked off. This is still a little bit more fair than something completely random. Blue cones are all aesthetic, but they block routes. Seemingly. I guess that might be the aesthetic. And yeah, like I said before, I don't think phones are what you should add as an aesthetic. Prior World has been in the game for ages. Yeah, one thing we have discussed many times that it's difficult to alter somebody's world who doesn't work on the game anymore. Okay, but the next stop on the way to heaven, just a couple more stops by the way, is Candy Cane Fields. Sounds very pleasant. I don't know why this area had such a morbid looking entrance, because this whole area is so nice in itself. I'm gonna explore once again a little bit before I consult any guides. This place was so hard to find that I hope this itself doesn't have any bullshit. Let's go to the ladder. I think the best part about this is that it's not like square patterns. It's more diagonal ones. That's a massive scope. Okay, then let's get ready to meditate. Oh, and we found a creature here. Or is that a gate? Very classic Yume Melty style. Oh, this is not on the road. This is Sugar World. This is not the right way. I think I should go back. Oh, and I unlocked the way to the icy plateau from here. So now this creature takes me to the icy plateau, and it wouldn't have if I didn't go that way. So that really might be a newer connection. Yeah, like somebody probably thought that icy plateau might be like a little bit easier to. Would be nice if it's a little bit easier to access. Now it is. That's a very good way to expand the game too. You know, that was just what I was talking about. Add connections. Yeah, this definitely is a deep in the game and has a long, deep areas in it. That's the meme, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going. Spirit Village? Yeah, the next on my list, according to the tracker, is Candy Cane Fields. But it takes you to a town eventually that looked very nice when I took like a small peek at it. And yeah, Forest Town is after the Candy Cane Fields. And I think I want to see Forest Town more than Heaven, because Forest Town, that sounds just like something I like. Yeah, this ice place is definitely expansive. And this is a dead end. No. I think one of the dungeons in Mother had this sort of feeling that it's a huge place that has a lot of dead ends, and that place has constant random encounters. I think it was the like the second factory level. And I would say that Mother level design has had an impact on Yume level design. Like there are literal Mother references all over the place. And also it's diagonal hills with very simple shading. I think that's also something that was in Mother a couple of times. That's the entrance. Instead of wasting an hour here, I think I'm gonna once again take a look at the map. Yume Icy Plateau. Fandom Wiki is getting some traffic. Did Fandom Wiki cause this, like, outage? Oh, I'm actually very close to the right place. Not bad. And I don't mean I'm literally that close, but like there's this bridge, I think, yeah, starts the path that you can't really veer off anymore. Did I go here before? I don't remember. Like, I took a bridge, but I don't know if it was that bridge. Oh, and was it here that I found the other entrance? Yeah, this is the expansion of the map that isn't on a fandom wiki. And that sort of distracted me. But what I should have done here previously is go all the way to the left. Like, I concluded this place was a dead end. But apparently it actually isn't. Like, this should be the... Yeah, I was here. But I wasn't here, so I wasn't... Yeah, I actually wasn't here. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So now we're at the candy cane fields. Cute. I was here, but I wasn't. Yeah, that feeling is easy to achieve in a world where everything looks a bit the same. I would say. You know the town, the forest town? It's not just the forest town, it's the haunted forest town. Even better. This is a little bit of an inane dream to have like this deep in. Just candy canes and blocks and that's it. And these blocks, they have to be Shogun. Like, this is like a world that you would find very close to a Nexus. Why no map still won't get joined? I don't know, maybe I'm looking at them wrong somehow. Yeah, a little bit of a manic episode for this trip. Click the icon on the web page. Okay, so those should work. There's the map, yeah. Yeah, that works. Cool. So we go like diagonally left and up. You might not see this, but I do. Let's go. Follow the blocks. And then there should be like round candies, yeah. And in the middle of all these round candies is this. Yeah, these are separate files, these map files to the wiki, because they load. It's once again a transitory area, very small, but it's like the down from the sugar episode. And into hopefully more sensible dreams. Missed it. Really strange, these like flashing poles in the middle of the forest. Here's a town. This is yeah, Scanline is back once again. Must be like again the same author who loves scanlines and blue cones. Very specific taste, but I really do love this like forest abandoned misty town aesthetic. This is not too far from what Silent Hill is, but still, I haven't gotten tired of this. Really strange things growing from the water. like flashing in the mist. I think these authors levels are maybe a little bit too large, but they have like good observation spots on them. Yes, Yume style abstract townsperson trying to fish a monster crab. Good luck on your haunted endeavors. I don't know the way here. I'm just gonna explore a bit. I thought there was a gun on the ground, but maybe it's just a plant. Yeah, some of the spirits. And a fountain that grows a tree. Like a park of the town on a small island. Real tall bench? Yeah, the bench was strange. I didn't even read it as a bench. That's why I didn't sit on it. By the way, now I hope I'm not keeping you up, you know? Yeah, I find this haunted place really relaxing too. Oh, even deeper. Now it's like it's getting so dark you can even almost... You can't even see anything. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't try to decide for you. Like, first I feel bad for making you asleep, and then I say that I'm keeping you here. But that's up to you, not me. Oh, I think I'm stuck in the forest, and she was never heard from again. Okay, here it continues. I'm impressed if I can actually find the exit. Like, that would mean that this almost disjointed level design actually successfully led me somewhere. Am I going back where I came from? You got stuck out of bounds here, so that is possible. No, in Twisted Thicket, not this map. You can see that's happening here too. I'm actually trying to find the entrance now, so I can like navigate from some point. I'm so lost. This looks like a dead end. Even if I looked at the map now, I don't think I would be able to find where I am. Yeah, like if you are really deep inside an invisible path, it could just as well be a soft lock. Okay, I'm gonna try to find myself on the map. Let's see how difficult that really is. And I'm also gonna see, like, is this even the right way to heaven? I ask while inside the haunted forest. The Japanese name of this level is just Shinringai, which means like forest town. There's no haunted part in that, so that is made up by the English audience. Hey, just a second. Just a second. Narrow path leads to the detours to the upper districts. Into a dark, straightforward path. Is this the dark, straightforward path? I don't feel that this is too straightforward, and also the fandom wiki doesn't have a map, and I just remembered there's the map actually in here. Okay, this is not the right path. This is not where I'm supposed to be right now. Yeah, this is the wrong way. But the good news is that this is not too far from the entrance. If this is navigable, yeah. This is the entrance. Okay, I'm out. Oh, finally some daylight. I can also show you that if you use here glasses, these spirits become a little bit more easier to see, or more solid. But if you use what was it? Lantern, they escape from you in a panic. I wonder if this is based on some legend of will-o-wisps. But I think there's a separate, like, Japanese round floaty spirit called Hitodama or something. But I don't know much details about it. But yeah, the right path, I'm gonna take a look at the map for a second, actually starts exactly here. So these tall lights. This again dark, but this should be less of a maze. That's the way forward. You can see some faint, like, indescribable lights in the shrubbery. Imagine living here. It will be peaceful at least, if you don't mind the spirits. Would use a music fade again, and I'm pretty sure this one, unlike the previous one, doesn't end up in a cone. Very good music transition. You don't often hear these actually, where it changes into a different track inside the same track, the same map, I mean. It was called a spirit mansion. And in Japan, what is often called like mansion means an apartment building and not what in English is usually called a mansion. I don't know which one this is. A lot of plants here. And some ghosts. The floor looks like it's filled with some algae that shines. Game Lost Judgment. Yeah, it confused me the first time I saw it. Like, what do they mean mansion? But no, it's I think it's sort of way that apartment buildings were marketed in Japan, like Western style apartment buildings. That they, like, that was an appealing term made up for them. But they are also called apato, I think, which is more easy to understand. There's many English words that are used in Japan that are don't have their like, they have different meaning from English. I think I mentioned this before, but one of the most famous ones is like an electric socket on the wall is called consento in Japanese, like from the word consent. I think I found it. We are in heaven, and heaven is under construction. Hey, let's look what we have here. Spirits, that to be expected. Yeah, we made it. Like, after this arduous journey of twists and turns and, I don't know, biking around endlessly, it was a way to heaven. Is it Dios heaven? I think this is the end of the path. Like, content from more souls hasn't been built yet. Because this is really the end in the YouTube video too. I have to say this is not one of the most impressive places in the game, absolutely. But it's nice. It has the water sun reflecting for the water. It has a pleasant, quiet music. And a natural feel. Other than the huge brick wall. It is not the bad place to be. And it makes sense that heaven needs expansion every now and then, because how many people have died in the history of humanity? Like, trillions? And then there's a question that, like, do dogs go to heaven? Because then it would need to be even bigger. Heaven is a field where we all graze like cows. I think that's a great way to put it. In a lot of Japanese media, heaven is shown like sort of like a fake reprieve. Like, it falsely tells you that you can stop here, you can rest here, you don't have to do anything anymore. I think it's a similar thing where in many Japanese stories, like, Western religious views are seen as sort of creepy. And heaven goes to that too. And then there's Japanophile media, like Deltarune, where Angel and Angel's Heaven seem like the ultimate bad things that can happen. I'm gonna check quickly if there's anything else here, or should I just wake up? Was that it? This place, by the way, does not have a map link to Yume Wiki for whatever reason. Oh, it says nothing much can be done here. Like, it's a small, unfinished area. And it doesn't lead to anywhere else. So it really is an end. Which is fitting for heaven. What is the that's the Japanese name of this song that's playing? Let me analyze it a little bit. Like, it's Umi no Orgoro at Anon. Orgoro. What the hell is Orgoro? Dictionary. Orgoro. Couldn't find anything matching. What is going on? Oh, it's music box from the Flemish or Dutch word orgel. So that's like, it's one of those Dutch words used in Japanese. Like, it's not all English. It's Dutch and some Portuguese words. So, yeah. That's where orgor comes from. And I don't know Dutch, so it's not a surprise I couldn't make the connection at first. Well, now I know what music box is in Japanese, and maybe you too. But hey, let's wake up. I think this is it. This is about as much as I plan to stream tonight. We got to heaven. What better can you get? I think the best find on the way was the huge face after the bullshit entrance inside the underground maze. And my favorite map out of these was pretty easily the forest town. It wasn't as impressive as some of the towns, but it has a very specific, cool atmosphere. Let's check out wallpapers. Image not found. Very good start. Did I unlock any? I did, because it said new wallpapers. Here's Saitenkara no Hachimari, which means starting from the last stop. And it shows like the underground, under the sea feeling with like a fish bones. I think this is really nice art. I'm gonna make it my background. Not Saiten, it's Shiten, meaning the last exit. Saiten would be the... Wait, I'm getting confused now. Wouldn't Saiten be like the first exit? It's not important, but I just want to... It's Shuten, not Saiten. I remembered it wrong. Shuten is the final exit. Not exit, final stop. I'm talking bullshit here. Yeah, it says candy. Candy. And here's a trombone Urotsuki stuck inside the puffs, which actually don't do this inside the level. Here's Kaichu Benchi, which means bench in the middle of the sea. I did a lot of bench sitting. Like usually I'm fence sitting, but this stream I was bench shitting. Not shitting. Bench shitting sounds something illegal, at least in public. Here's something light of the sea. I don't know the first word. And here's Hikari ni Atsumau, which means gathering to the light. And I think that's all my wallpaper. No, there's even more. It means something heaven. Like Rakuen means heaven, which is direct translated like easy park or a fun park. I think that already tells me that Japanese are not taking Shizukana Rakuen, like a quiet heaven. It took me a while to like read this pixelated kanji here, the first one. Was there something on page 12 that I missed? Yeah, there was. Thank you. Yellow Rain. Yeah, this is where we drank peace. Great memories. Edge of the Dream. It is the edge. Somebody should, like, expand it instead of keep edging us with, like, keeping out of heaven. Okay, that was all the wallpapers. The busting was interesting, but it still bothers me. Like, did the dream really have to end that way? Do you really want to go back? If I can skip half the way, because I think that was one of the most arduous journeys I had to take so far. Definitely probably not. Definitely probably. Very good way to start a sentence. not the worst in the game, but still, it had many points of slight stress of not knowing if I can make any progress. Well, this is that for tonight. No, that is it for tonight, I'm trying to say. And I have a new ending here that I've been doing for a while, where I will draw you something for the end. This is a little bit more egocentric than my previous ways to end the stream. But I've been having trouble to find funny pictures recently, so this is what I resorted to. I don't have any ideas this time. Any wishes? What do you want to see at the end? Like for a dream, for example. Like I draw a dream fish last time. Good nap. Okay. I sleep usually, like very, very tightly inside the blanket, almost like this. There's a little bit of breathing hole. This time this is my nap. I turned it that. There's a little bit of my hair coming through there from the hole. And yeah, I'm just gonna draw the dream I described you earlier. Like the bed. My bed has like a pretty short legs. And then there was my like the creature I talk like my sense of time. Here. I think this is pretty close to what I imagined. And it's holding a clock. And then, like, I'm trying to fall asleep here, but and there is the face on the wall. Like I said, I didn't see it, but this is, if I made the Yume level, I would draw something like this. Pac-Man Ghost? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's about the face on the wall. And here's the door to my room. It takes too much page because now I can't write thank you or are you seeing all of this? Yeah, you are. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll play some more Yume soon, hopefully with the wiki. I'll try to... this route was nice, but I'll try to find something more impressive for next time, maybe graphically. Musically, I can't complain. It was somehow minimalistic, but not bad. But yeah, more Yume, more streams soon. Thank you so much once more. Good night. Bye-bye.